Today's Old Man Reacts listening party will be for the new SQUAREPUSHER record. I didn't even know that there was a new SQUAREPUSHER record, but I'm looking very forward to it. SQUAREPUSHER is a British DJ that burst onto the scene in the 90s. His first record, what the hell was his first record? I don't even remember the freaking names. What's wrong with me? I forget everything. It's because I'm a stoner, I think. Let me get the title up there for you. This new one is called Dostrotime. But, yeah, we're going to listen to this entire record here. What's interesting about this is, believe it or not, I know that I'm sounding like I don't know SQUAREPUSHER at all. It's because I don't do research before I do these shows. I just kind of listen to the music. But, yeah, I got into SQUAREPUSHER back in the 90s. Feed Me Weird Things is the record that I thought about. That record was reissued recently, and I picked it up. That's not where I discovered SQUAREPUSHER, though. I discovered him a few years later with Music is Rotted One Note. Now that especially came to me during a time that I was listening to a lot of heavy Miles Davis voodoo funk, like that 70s stuff. And to me, SQUAREPUSHER kind of sounded similar to that. It was like the more electronic version, but the same vibe that Miles Davis was laying down with Agartha and Pangea, all the heavy records, all the stuff that he recorded during the Bitches Brew tour, that kind of thing. In any case, I also see that this record has not been released on any streaming platform. For those of you who are wondering, it's a Warp release, Warp Records. And they released some kind of statement saying that, at least for the time being, to begin with, they will not be releasing the album on streaming platforms. I assume the reason that they do that is so that it encourages people to actually buy the product. Now, as somebody who believes in supporting the art, that's a big thing for me. And I think that it's the right strategy. Because people who can't just hear it automatically for free, what are they going to do? If they really want to hear it, they're going to go out and buy the record. Now, your streams and the micro pennies that each stream earns are really nice, but that's not going to keep art alive. Buying the records does. So the fact that the only way that you can get it is through purchasing it, and then they release it later on vinyl, on streaming services, is something that I think shows a bit more respect for the art. Is this going to be a trend that we're going to see further? I don't know. I don't think so. My guess is that the record companies will do whatever it is that maximizes their profit. So if they think that it's a smarter idea to release all the stuff on the streaming services so that they can collect micro pennies, go ahead. Personally, I think that it's more respectful to the art if you say, you know what, we're not giving it away yet. And to me, Spotify is giving it away. Did you pay for it? No. You paid for a Spotify subscription so you can get access to free. That's what Spotify is. Okay, so I hope it's a trend that we see a little bit more. Will it be? I don't know. Is it a trend that will wind up helping the artists? I sure hope so. Because they need it, right? All right. So what I'm going to do now is, before starting the record, I generally like to do a physical examination of the record. In other words, I will not grade the music. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in grading art. You listen to the music, you feel it, and if you listen to it in community, you get a special feeling, There's a certain magic listening to music in community, listening parties like we're doing right now. And sometimes records that are quote-unquote not good or mid or all of that stuff becomes incredibly, greatly enhanced the minute you add time and place and other qualitative experiences. So that's why it is that I do what I do. That's why I do these listening parties on YouTube, regularly on Twitch, and I hope that you enjoy them. All right? Those of you that are interested in seeing future videos, I would suggest that you follow our socials. I've been putting up clips of stuff that we're going to be doing old mans of. I put up a clip pretty much every day right now because we have a whole bunch of other old man videos to do this week, including the new Judas Priest, the new Beyonce, the new Andre 3000. So there's records, the new High on Fire. We're going to have records every day at around 2 p.m. this time. Just tune in if you want to see them. If you like what you're hearing so far, hey, man, give the video a like, okay? Why don't we go into this? All right. I'll show you the the above screen camera to begin with. Let's start there. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of old man videos this week. Here. Does that work? There we go. Check it out. So this is the album, right? I didn't even know that this, like, I don't read music media at all. Like, I don't Pitchfork or any of that. That's not for me, right? So generally, the way it is that I discover this stuff is either through conversations with you guys, or my record store just has it and it's like, oh, okay, I want this. So that's what happened here. I didn't even know that SQUAREPUSHER had put out a new record. It came out like, you know, his last record I think was 4 years ago type of thing, and we have that one. It was really good. So I would say that the cover itself, if you have to talk about from a physical standpoint, and I will, okay, the reason it is that I talk about the physical product is because if I'm buying a product, I want it to be a good product. It's got nothing to do with the music. I'm not judging the music. But if a car is dented, I don't want the car. If the car, the alignment on the car, you know, it doesn't drive right, I don't want that either. So that's why I think it's important to give the physical product a proper review. Now, the first thing I can tell you is that it's a fairly cheap, standard double jacket, okay? So a gatefold jacket, as you saw. Okay? It's standard. So you saw probably that I also had to put a little paper clip to make it stay closed. That's usually what you see with the cheaper ones, right? Now, if that makes the album more affordable, then that's a good thing because you want affordable. In this particular case, this record cost me $36 Canadian, so that's okay. For a double album especially, I think that that's absolutely okay. Okay, so it's well within what you'd expect for a budget. Now, if the record was a $50 record, you'd expect a better jacket, and that would be fair. Sometimes you don't see that, though. In this case, for the price, it's fine. Double LP, right? What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into all of the things, all of the little details that make you know if you're buying a proper record that's pressed properly or not. Okay, so the first thing that I do is I just take a look at the side. I just take a look under light. I put the record under the light, and I take a look at the surface of the record, the finish of the record. Are there any little surface scratches, anything like that? Is there any flash, which is extra vinyl in the middle, right? Is there any flash that's around the side? Are the edges of the record super smooth? In this case, yes. All of these little things don't necessarily affect the playability of the record, but it counts, right? It's just, it's a well-made product as a well-made product. In this case, I think that they're well-pressed, looking from that perspective. When do you see the little micro scratches on the record? You generally see that when the inner sleeves are made of paper. In this particular case, I'm pretty sure they had inner sleeves, anti-static inner sleeves. So you're not going to have a problem. In other words, they did it right. Records should be sleeved properly. Anti-static sleeves should not be the exception. It should be the rule. Warp does this. Okay, so there's no problem there whatsoever. What it is that we're going to look at next, so far the records are looking good. What we're going to look at next is probably two of the most important things. There's one thing I got to say that I'm already not a fan of. If you take a look at the top records, there's no indication of A, B, C, or D. All the sides look exactly the same. That's very frustrating for somebody who's trying to play the records in a row. Why? Because what side is A or B? You got to kind of look into the dead wax in order to check it out and angle it in the light. I mean, just put a 1, 2, 3, and 4 on it. I don't understand why a lot of artists don't choose to do that, but whatever. Okay, so now we're going to look at the two most important aspects. Okay. The most important aspects are whether the record is centered right and whether it's warped. Okay. Now, warp is something that you're going to see all the damn time. Okay. You know what warp is. If a record's warped, it's going to be wobbly. Okay. I think even more important than the warp part of it is if the record is centered. Centered, okay, so in other words, when you're looking at the tone arm, right, you're looking at two different things. A warp will make the tone arm kind of wobble up and down. If the record is off center, the tone arm will wobble side to side, okay? Now, I'm going to go down and I generally check that out of 10 to see what the quality is. But there's a way for you guys to spot it right away without looking at anything. Check this out, okay? You see the light on the record here, for example? Is this the one? Take a look at that light. If a record is warped, even if you're not looking at it properly, you're going to see that the light's going to wobble, okay? So let me just bring these levels down, these faders. Let's drop the needle on the record. Or actually, let's just spin the record and see if we get any wobble. You see that? You see how the light right at the edge here is all wobbly? What does that tell you? You see how the light over here is all wobbly? What does that tell you? Is this a flat record? I haven't even gone down and looked at it yet, but is this a flat record, do you think? I mean, the answer is very clearly no. Okay, so you guys want to know, if you see the light wobbling like this, you're not getting a flat record. So it just becomes a question of how flat or how not flat is it. I'm going to take a look at that. Here we're going to see, you know, the lighting is not as strong, but you see how the light is changing also? This area right there, look, right here. That tells you that these are not flat records. Okay. There's different types of warps. There's the bowl, there's wobbles, there's a whole lot of things. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look now at exactly what the warp is, and I'm going to give it a value out of 10. So just give me 2 seconds and we'll check that out. All right. So despite the fact that you can see the wobbles, I would say it's about an 8 out of 10. When you're looking at 8 out of 10 and 9 out of 10, or 10 out of 10 is obviously perfectly flat. We don't see that too often. But when you're looking at 8 and 9, it means that the warp is mostly cosmetic. Okay. What's the difference between scoring an 8 or 9 versus, let's say, a 6 or a 7? A 6 or a 7 shows space between the record and the platter. In other words, the wobble is so significant that there are areas where it actually lifts from the platter. Okay. I'm not seeing that. So, in other words, as much as you can see that the light is kind of shimmering wrong off the record, 8 out of 10 is not a terrible warp. Of course, they should be flat. Now, what I think is even more egregious and far more important, and this is really, to me, where it is that you see if the company that's pressing the record pays attention to their QC, is the record centered? Because there's no excuse for that. Okay? That's a question of how it is that you put the stamper and making sure that it's centered. It's just an adjustment that you need to make for every record. Now, a lot of labels don't do the little adjustments that you have to. Like, for example, if you have a 140 gram record versus 180 gram, the stamper is going to be different. You got to make the little adjustment. So the way I'm figuring out whether the record is centered or not is I get down right to eye level, and as I put this here, we just take the arm, the tone arm, and we put it at the very beginning, and we look for swing back and forth, right? So let me put the tone arm on the other one. Okay, so you see I'm looking right here. With my naked eye, I can already see that there's a wobble on this one here. Okay. It's at least an 8 wobble. And that to me is a problem, because a record that's not centered is like buying a car that's not aligned properly. A car that pulls left, would you buy it? No, you're buying a new car. So yeah, we're seeing a problem here, right? On this one here, I got to get a little closer. Let me see. Okay, you see on this record here, this is record 2. What it is that I see is less of a wobble. So this is a 9 out of 10. whereas this might be an 8 or a 7 out of 10. This one is more off-center than another. Does that happen? Of course it does. Because again, don't forget, these records are pressed with what's it called? Stampers. Disc 1 and Disc 2 are pressed with different stampers because they're different grooves. Which means that they got to take the thing and put it back. So yeah, sometimes you'll see that one warps more than another. One is more off-center than another. This one is more off-center than this one. It's definitely more visually visible to see that go back and forth. So, you know, that, unfortunately, is quality control. And there's still a lot of issues with quality control, I think, that shouldn't exist because records cost a fortune. Simple. Let's call it as we see it. Records are expensive. So, should we be seeing this kind of thing? I don't believe we should. Now, the proof is always the music itself. A lot of people say it's just about the music. Well, if it's just about the music, then go listen on Spotify, no? It's not about the music. You're buying a product. You're investing in the artist and you're investing in the product that he sells you. So, what would I give this? For the price point, it's just about okay for the price point. I gotta say, as much as I pointed out the little details, I've seen much worse QC on records than this. Much worse. Not just a bit worse. Can it be good? You know, to me, it's kind of like middle of the road. It's acceptable by today's standards. Well, if you're feeling like buying a record, you're not throwing your money away, you know? And I have seen some where it's kind of like it's not even worth buying them because they're selling you garbage. I don't see that in the case. Now, of course, the most important part is also the way it sounds. So we're going to hear that with the music itself, okay, which I'm about to start. We're going to play all four sides of this. I just read some reviews a little bit that were saying that the record's really well put together, but it lacks something. Look, I didn't really pay attention to any reviews. Fantano reviewed it. What did he have to say? Did he like it? I don't know. All right, let's drop the needle. This is side one of SQUAREPUSHER. Dostrotime is the name of the record on Warp. Check it out. We're just about to start. Eclipse just dropped the first needle. Let's get it. Sounds nice. Hey, who wants to get high? Bonfim! How are you, Bonfim? Salve, salve. Yeah, exactly. It sounds like a SQUAREPUSHER record. Let's get high. If you're looking for stuff like Metacritic and Pitchfork to tell you what's good and what's bad, you're doing it wrong. Just saying. Music is life, Bonfim. We're pushing squares. Hey, Dub Coyote, how are you, man? Welcome in. Happy to see you all. I'm loving this so far, so. We should be on Facebook too now. I haven't done Facebook in a long time. I almost don't even try on Facebook. If we get kicked off, I don't care. Bullshit platform, man. Too many people will go there to argue. It's not for me.
getting pretty zooted too, man. I'm smoking an infused joint, so it's hash and marijuana, and the rolling paper is all filled with like diamonds. So it's THC upon THC upon THC. Doesn't this make you feel like taking Molly and dancing like a prick? Come on, admit it. You feel like getting all drugged up and dancing like a prick. Admit it. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. I don't dance though. This is key. Okay, well, I'm a pothead, but that's where it kind of stops. You teach me mushrooms too. Hey, new people, if you like what we do, subscribe to the channel, okay? You're gonna get rid of the ads, be part of this community. You're gonna want to be here all week. YouTube people, you're gonna want to be here all week. We're gonna be doing Old Man Listens all week. Tune in tomorrow and see what's there. Follow us on Instagram, actually, if you want to know the reveal every day of what the Old Man Listens videos are. Let's see you on Instagram. Say hello. The fuck? Didn't work? Let's try that again. There you go. Actually, our socials have been kind of popping, thanks to you guys. Looks like you've been enjoying the content. It's original content. I just do these short minute-and-a-half videos breaking down some of the records that I played during the day.
during the radio show, but the radio show's where it's at. Twitch.tv/vinyljunkies. You want to be there. You want to be there. You want to be challenged musically, you want to be there. To me, this is music I listen to while driving at night. This particular track. I mean, there's great texture to it. Yeah, okay, Future Son of London. Man, I'd like for some of those records to be released on vinyl. The big one for me is Music is Rotted, One Note. I want that very, very badly. I am not familiar with Trent Moeller, but if you wish, you can... If it's available on Amazon, you can check our Throne wish list and just put up a link. Yeah, this is absolutely great. Well, there you go, folks. You see, we're talking about Trent Moeller now, who I've only heard of by name. But that's the point of these listening parties. We have a conversation about art and we learn about other artists as well, you know? I hope you're enjoying it, man. A room full of people all listening to SQUAREPUSHER together. Yeah, that's my idea of a good time. Tell your friends, man. There's a 2 LPs, 4 sides. We'll be here for a bit. I love Love so much, so much. You know the last song on their last record, Hey What? I wake up with that song in my head, and I go to sleep with that song in my head. Whatever side you're on, you get what you deserve. It's just... That's absolutely my favorite Low record. It's their last record before Mimi passed away. But damn, is it good. I think there's an Old Man Listens to Low video, as a matter of fact. I think if you do a search on YouTube, there might be an Old Man Listens to Low. I'm not sure. No, it's not there. I have not heard of that there was a new Full of Hell record, but I'd get that. We got some metal coming, Lateral. We have the new Judas Priest we still have to do, and High on Fire just dropped a new one, so we're gonna do High on Fire too. Y'all know, man, we play it all. We're playing Beyonce's country music record as well. That's coming in. Stay tuned, man. It's gonna be a lot of great programming. If you haven't already, follow the YouTube channel, subscribe to it. Isn't this unexpected? I'm finding this record has more textured elements to it. It's not necessarily all full-on hardcore. Yeah, it's got ethereal elements, which I welcome. It's certainly a more varied sonic wallpaper. Luke Kibbles says that he loves the ups and downs to records. The musical journey is what draws you in. Yeah. Well, you see, that's the thing. You see, with a record, when you're listening to it on Spotify, people just chop it into the singles or whatever. And artists, I mean, a lot of artists, certainly album artists, I would say that SQUAREPUSHER is one of those, thinks it's important to listen to the whole thing. The music takes you on a journey. It's like reading a book, right? You read the chapters in order, and one chapter has something to do with the next chapter. You know, there's intent there that's lost when you listen to it on Spotify. So that's why we do what we do here. Get the original content exactly the way the artist meant it to be. And you'll see that this album started off, you know, very SQUAREPUSHER-esque, very aggressively. And that's why we buy the ticket, right? That's what we look for. The more ethereal elements, to me, is something that I welcome all the time. You know, you don't have to make the same record all the time. To me, an artist needs to follow their own path. And I always, especially in electronic music, it seems to me like there's no, you know how it is that you talk about rock artists and it's like, yeah, you know, they're not good anymore. So you look at like some bands, who the fuck would go watch the Eagles anymore? Or the Rolling Stones or any of that? It's like, they're done. Yeah, they're still around. Yeah, they're still going to pack it in because you got geezers that are going to fill stadiums and pay $400 for it. But, I mean, who are we kidding? Is anybody really interested in the new Rolling Stones album whenever that comes? Electronic artists, that doesn't happen, though. An electronic artist can sound fresh all the time. Why? Because he's communicating through bleeps, bloops, machines. And those ideas don't necessarily get boring. It's like an old artist painting. Picasso's blue period is different from the other stuff. But every painting, every era, you know, or every period of the artist shows different aspects. That's why you follow the artist. You understand? I mean, to me, I feel music that way, so that's the way it is that I try to approach it. I thought that was fantastic. Really liked it a lot. And I'm looking forward to hearing all of it. You guys having a good time? I hope so. I'm Sam. Everyone calls me Sam. You can too. If you enjoy what I do, you're probably going to want to get rid of the ads. Give yourself an ad-free experience. Subscribe to the channel. You can get it for free if you have Amazon, or spend a couple of bucks a month. Price of a coffee a month. And be part of this community. Get rid of the ads, and know that 70% of your subscription gets passed on to us. You're literally the reason that this channel exists. I think that's super cool, and thanks, man. I'll never take that for granted. We ready for side 2? Let's do it up. Hey, who wants to get high? What do you say we smoke out of the wizard pipe? Puffco Proxy. Yeah. No, I'm not paid to say that. Let's dab up. We're a bad stereotype, doing drugs while listening to music. I'm not familiar with Big Brave Lateral, but I'm instantly interested in, like, hearing it. Montreal Doom? I know Dope Throne, man. This is side 1, and we listen to side B. You see, well... Oh, I see what the deal is. Look at the lettering. Can I show you how this works? You notice it's an A? You have to look at how the dots work. The dots form an A. Yeah, but I didn't see it before, dude. That's the thing. I mean, for real. How many of you actually saw that? I didn't. Like, this one here is supposed to be a C. Do you really see a C here? Tell me. You do, but you gotta really look for it. Yeah, it sounds really good, Quixie. And it's decently pressed as well. Well, Controlled Chaos, I really try as much as possible to play records in their proper order because I think that's the way the artist intended it, but I mean, in this case, you see, it's like some of us just want to know what side is what. We don't want fucking puzzles. You know what I mean? It's super frustrating, man. Just 1, 2, 3, 4. A, B, C, D. That's it. You see, the thing is that Quick says it's like checking Discogs to see if a record's at 45 or 33. Yes. On the other hand, sometimes I've enjoyed records that were supposed to be played at 33 at 45 and vice versa, and I've discovered that there are records that can be played at either speed. Time and Timeland by King Gizzard, especially side 2. You hear it at 33 and 45, two different experiences. Perfect. Yeah, what a disaster. You remember when we listened to the King Gizzard record? Didn't it sound great at the wrong speed? No one was complaining. If you guys think, if there's any suggestions that you guys have for records, and they're available on vinyl on Amazon, you can put up the suggestion in the throne. That's our wish list. Those of you who want to get us a record, that's the best way to get us a record as well. Somebody suggested Last Resort. And it's available on vinyl. I don't know who suggested Last Resort. Usually, if you guys join Throne, I can see who it is, but it's anonymous. Okay. I just accepted it. Yeah, Vegas, no worries, dude. Been at it, homie. Now, I can't promise that anybody that you know, somebody will get it, but it's there. Yeah, this is great. I want to play Spy Hunter right now. I want to play Tron. Faster, faster. Fire! Faster, faster, faster! Faster, 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 faster! Woo, 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 woo! That's what's happening in my head. Yeah, this is great. Hey, Raqueen. What's up, homie? Yeah, this is like Dance Dance Revolution. I can totally go for Dance Dance Revolution, man. No diss, I loved it. I didn't play it, I just loved that shit, you know? The music. Yeah, this goes hard, man. You've heard this before, Raqueen? I'm like really digging it. We played side 2 before side 1 though, because I couldn't make out the letters. Controlled Chaos, I don't see your suggestion here, man. There's no name and there's no particular suggestion. You forgot to put the link, so I'm going to reject what you just put. Because there's no link. You can try again. Chaos of Flowers. Available on vinyl, yes. I have just approved, Lateral. I have just approved your gift suggestion. Yeah, man. Dance Dance Revolution. This is pretty fantastic. You guys better enjoy it live because I think that Warp Music might take this down. And if they do, I mean, it's really up to them, right? Channels like this are kind of like the hack. Now that they're not available on streaming, the only way you can get it is to have it on vinyl yourself or to hear it from somebody who has the record. We have the record. I hope the industry keeps doing this. It encourages DJs to play it because we're the ones getting it out. This is insane. La Fontaine. Hey man, you new here? If not, welcome back. Happy to see you. Oh, okay, you're silent. Yeah, I got you, man. Yeah, man, I like reconnecting to people who come back. It's fun, man. You know, we know each other. We have history. Be sure to keep your history with our show, okay? Subscribe to the channel. Can you do that? Get a number next to your name. If we were at a bar right now and I was playing the new SQUAREPUSHER for you and you're hearing it for the first time, would you buy me a beer? Buy me a beer. Subscribe to the channel. So that I can keep doing this for you. Let's go. God, this goes hard. I don't have any records by the knife. Until the quiet comes. Flying Lotus, yeah, I know, I don't have it. Alright, I'll put it up on the list. Maybe a Fly Low fan will get it for the archive. You don't have to, but you know. You guys get to decide. Thank you, Control Chaos, for your suggestion. I appreciate it. It is now up there. Damn, this goes hard. Shit. All right. Yeah, this is, for me, there's no doubt about the fact that I'm happy that I have this record right now. I love it. Now, we've already heard side B, but I'm going to play side B again. Okay, because it's important to me that you listen to the record in the order, in the proper order that the artist intended. So, it's not just a matter of hearing it, oh, we listened to it. No, let's listen to it properly. That was side A. Look, to me, it's a banger. I will definitely be playing this, you know, during the show, at other shows. Here's side B. Hope you guys enjoy it. Again, if you like the record, buy it. Give me just a second. If somebody can put up maybe SQUAREPUSHER's Bandcamp, we'll give you a direct link where you can go buy the record for yourself, okay? I'll put that up next. Man, this goes hard. What's going on, JR? You good? We're spinning the new SQUAREPUSHER. It'll be interesting to see if this video gets taken down on YouTube. My guess is yes, it will. So, again, enjoy it while you can. Give the video a like. Yeah, it sounds pretty great. If you would have told me that this was released in the 90s, I would have believed you. Meanwhile, it's like nearly 20 years later, you know? The dude's nearly 20 years older, and it sounds just as vibrant, you know?
it or not, we're live on Facebook as well. Maybe it'll get taken down on Facebook. I don't know. Folks, wherever you are, basically the best place to find us is on Twitch. Twitch is the new radio, man. Remember old school radio, how you discover music through radio? Yeah, that's Twitch. You get good DJs if you curate according to your taste property. Once you find your good rotation, you get the freshest music. So tell your friends and join us on Twitch. Taking off. All right, homie. Hey, dude, I do Friday nights now, by the way, just so you know. I know that the shows were usually at the night. Jazz Sunday is still a thing, and I do Friday nights. Yeah, drop in, man. Just noticed that one of my cameras is a little off. Why don't we fix that? That a little bigger. That's what she said. Is it politically incorrect to do that's what she said jokes? Are those an idea whose time has passed? No, Munto, the only way that it really works is through Amazon. Because if you do it through Amazon, they'll just do the order right away. So let's say you decide that you want to buy a record for the archive. If you do it through Amazon, they take care of the shipping, they take care of everything. If it's through Bandcamp or other sites, you got to give them the money. Then there's some time until they get it to me, and then I got to go out and buy it. So it's just really kind of like, it doesn't make sense. So I've discovered that Amazon, if it's on Amazon, you can make the suggestion and it'll work. And if you decide to buy it for the show, buy it for the show. It's up to you, you know? This is great. You are listening to the new Square Pusher record, available uniquely
your favorite record store, your Bandcamp. It's not available on streaming platforms, folks, so we still got side C and D. If you know anybody who'd like to hear it, put it up on the Reddit or whatever. Tell them, hey man, he's streaming the new SQUAREPUSHER, and let's get it going. My guess is that we're going to have more people here for the Beyonce, maybe the Andre 3000. Yeah, you can send a tortoise, you can send stuff through Bandcamp because you had my address, but Throne allows you to send stuff without any address, you understand? Because they already have everything. I think Andre 3000 is going to happen tomorrow. Or maybe I'll do Judas Priest tomorrow. How's that? We'll do Judas Priest tomorrow. My hope is that artists like SQUAREPUSHER and labels like Warp embrace the type of programming that folks like me are trying to do. Yeah. You got to think, you guys knowing that you can't get this on Spotify and you're hearing it here, it's got to be more enticing to buy it if you wanted it, right? It's good marketing. Hey, Rakalam, thanks for your sub, by the way. See, the fact of the matter is, just playing stuff like SQUAREPUSHER is not something that's going to attract the masses. But that doesn't matter. The entire point of a show like this, the entire point of a radio channel like this is to play everything. To present you with every iteration of music, of musical expression. I believe in it. We're working on that cowbell, Rakalam. I guess it's safe to say that anybody who listens to this show, you know, absolutely has a willingness to listen to everything. That's fantastic. We started the show with country music. Yeah, dude, I don't like System of a Down, so that's a no. I think I might even have that record. All right, so that's side B. See, just because you guys suggest a record, it doesn't mean I'm going to listen to it. I got to want it. No System of a Down. Does anybody want to hear my imitation of System of a Down? Nah, I'm not going to do it. You guys enjoying this? I think tomorrow what we're going to do is we're going to play Old Man Listens to Judas Priest. Look at that. Yes, the spice. The spice. Look at this. I've had this record for a while, and finally. You see? We're going to do that tomorrow. We still got another 2 sides of Square Pusher 2. Two. All right. I hope that you've been enjoying your afternoon as much as I've been enjoying the afternoon. Get yourself a beverage. Make sure that you stay hydrated. Very important. We don't want you to faint. A little spritz. Get yourself a little spritz so that you may stay hydrated. Smoke some wacky tobacco if you wish. If you are an adult. If you're not an adult, you don't belong here. This is mature content. I'm the uncle that your parents want to keep you away from. You understand? No, he smells like weed. Nah. Let's listen to this, all right? Abdul Jabbar, hello. Oh yes, you can type in !Sam on Twitch. I don't know if you can do it on the other platforms. And the Sam bot puts up whatever, some quotes. Dude, I'm pretty sure I smoke better weed than my uncle ever did. I've knocked people out with the weed I smoke. That's why I don't like sharing my weed anymore. Listening to side C of the new Square Pusher record, Dostrotime, available on vinyl. Available also through Bandcamp. Please support the artist. Go buy the record like I did. Daxi. Nice to see you, Daxi. We're going to be doing Old Man Listens shows every day, all week. We start at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard, so your time 11 a.m., 2 p.m. Eastern Standard. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard is 6 p.m. across most of Europe and 5 p.m. in the UK. All week, Old Man Listens. Tomorrow, Old Man listens to Judas Priest. That new record is supposed to be amazing. I buy my records, V-Rods. That's how I discover new music. If it seems interesting, I buy it. And because I do this radio show, I'm having conversations about music every single day, so... When there's something good to listen to that you think I would like and that would be good for the show, you guys let me know, man. Recommendations and research, yes. I do not read reviews. You'll notice that I won't score. I don't score records either, you know? V-Rod, the best way to do that is not just to, like... How can I tell you? I get suggested stuff all the time. I get sent links all the time. I'll let you in on a little secret. I don't click on any links that people send me. I don't listen to music that way. I don't want to listen to music that way. And even the same thing, you know, if somebody new that I don't know, right? I have to have a conversation with you. Once I know it, then we're having a conversation based on what we're listening and that kind of thing. Then what it is that I'll do is I'll listen and buy it on vinyl. I can't play V-Rod's music unless I have it on vinyl, respectfully. If I had it on vinyl, would I play it? Yes, of course, sure. I would. I have listeners who have record labels. I have artists who listen to the show and have records. They send them, I play them. That's the point of the show, man. To help out the artists. To help you sell records. Yeah, this is great. I want the suggestions to come organically, and I want them to mean something. You understand what I'm saying? And you have to understand there is a difference, right? Like I get, because it's music, I got like people who, oh yeah, you know, you should listen to this, you should listen to this, there's links to it. I get it all the time. I don't pay attention to any of it, I don't listen to music that way. I don't want to. There's enough music that I have on vinyl that I can pay attention to that. On the other hand, if a person that I'm having a conversation with in a room, we're having a drink, we're listening to something, they say, you know what, this kind of sounds like this, and we get into a conversation about it and they make a suggestion, I will pay more attention to that. Because the way it is that I came to remember the artist is more meaningful. It's a qualitative experience, you understand? So, if I deal in qualitative experiences, why would I give you throwaway? You know what I mean? The whole point is that I curate the experience. You know what I mean? Now, please understand, you know, everyone's got their own style. That's it. I'm not saying that other ways are proper. People do what they feel is right. But for me, I don't do that. Not everyone has 10,000 records there, so. Yeah, and don't be the person who wants to fucking put on a video and play it for me on your phone. Don't be that person. Please don't be that person. I don't like looking at my phone. I don't want to look at yours. Respectfully. Yeah, this is dope. Like when I'm around people, I don't want to look at phones. Like one thing, actually, well, when I'm on the road, usually, right, with Vinyl Junkies, I have to be on the phone for a certain period of time because I'm, you know, whatever, I'm uploading something or something like that, right? I generally excuse myself around people or just try to find a little area where I can do that, you know? Well, you see, but that's exactly it. V-Rod said that a few days ago he met a girl that had an old school Walkman, like a cassette Walkman, and it immediately made him curious as to what she was listening to. Dude, but that's exactly it. You see? If somebody's just listening to something on Spotify, it doesn't play the same. It doesn't. You could put Spotify on anything. You can make your phone play anything that's available on the internet. It doesn't mean as much. If you bought it, though, you made a commitment to the arts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, mixtapes were amazing, man. If you had a crush on someone, you'd make a mixtape to try to express to them how you felt. Maybe you had the courage to give it to her or him. Maybe you didn't. These are, again, think about it. What are we talking about? Oh, it's qualitative experiences. That's why listening to SQUAREPUSHER like this in a conversation, it's amazing. You understand? You don't make that shit up. Listening to music in community is important. It is the new radio. Social radio, Vinyl Junkies. Boom. Now subscribe to it for an ad-free experience. And to support it, to make sure that it continues. Again, thank you to all of you that already do. Fuck, this sounds like Flylo, man. I'm definitely getting Flying Lotus vibes here. Thundercat vibes. that bass. Well, of course it sounds like SQUAREPUSHER. Yeah, Flylo is Alice Coltrane's nephew, man. Yeah, Venetian snares as well, sure. Great nephew, yeah, there you go. I met Alice Coltrane's daughter and grandson last time I was out in LA. That was pretty crazy, right? How are you guys enjoying it so far? That's 3/4, man. We got through side A, B, and C. This is a good way to spend time and listen to music. This is great. See, I love this experience. We just got it. This record was in a wrapper just a few days ago. I got it, anxiously removing the wrapper. In this case, now the ritual of cleaning the record and playing it together. Understand? I'm not trying to create content. I'm trying to create experiences. Those experiences, if it's just me and this fucking camera and these records, it's nothing. The fact that we're doing it together, a bunch of people in a room listening to this stuff together, that's powerful, man. So tomorrow we're going to do it again with Judas Priest. And all week, what you do is follow the Instagrams, and you'll be able to follow along and see what album I'm playing every day. Okay? Does that sound good? And I tell you another album that it's kind of somehow reminding me of, at least the slower or quiet elements. Jean-Michel Jarre. I'd pulled this Jean-Michel Jarre. This is his last record. I'd pulled it, I don't know, last week sometime and never got to play it. This is more ambient type of thing, but I don't know why. I'm drawing connections. If you ask me why, I'm not really sure, but I'm drawing connections, so... Yeah, exactly. You don't hear Jean-Michel Jarre at all, but there were the quieter elements felt like it had certain textures of that. Or maybe my memory's not good. I don't know. For me, if my instinct says, you know what, after this, maybe play the Jean-Michel Jarre, that's the instinct that I go with. Is it the right instinct? I don't know. To me, it is. You know why? Because that's what it made me think of. I'm not a club DJ who has to worry about whether the people will dance or not. You understand? And in this case, for this type of platform, the best part about it is that the people who don't like it, they'll change channel, and that's cool, you know? You're trying to offer a full experience. Capiche? Happy ending and everything over here. That's the format. Happy endings for everyone. We're a Christian channel. Here's side C, side D, the last side. Lorenzo Lozzo. Hey, I haven't watched this channel for a while. What happened? There are no specs. There are no re-uploads on YouTube, and if I try to see past streams on Twitch, the VOD is empty. Well, you're here right now, right, Lorenzo? You gotta catch the show live, Lorenzo. If you want little clips, you can listen to it on Instagram. There's Instagram stuff. You understand? You can catch it there. But the videos, listen, Twitch, we're here every day. Monday to Friday during the afternoon, we play. I'm here. Where do you live? I'll even break it down to your particular time zone to make it even easier. I bet Casey Kasem never did that for you. Yeah, if you like what I do, subscribe to the channel, man. That's the way you support it. Every day, Monday to Friday. Tune in tomorrow, same time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard, right? So tune in. We're going to be doing another Old Man. And tomorrow, the day after that, to forever and ever, amen. You know that song? Yeah, it sounds awesome. Hey, Coco Butter, what's going on? Yeah, also Lorenzo. You gotta follow us on Twitch in order for that shit to happen. Here's that Twitch link. Say hello to Coco Butter. Yeah, like this. Right about now. Broadcasting across the universe, into Facebook land, Twitch, YouTube, Vinyl Junkies Radio, social radio. The big conversation happens on Twitch, though. So all you old farts on Facebook, Twitch is where you need to be. You know that you know that Facebook is for old people, right? It's where you go to argue with people you don't know about things that aren't that important. Definitely got a space in the archive. Yeah, these little moments happen for sure, man. Zella Vegas. Artists know what I do. Artists know where we are. And they tune in. Some of them, sometimes on the slide, sometimes straight up. not that wowed by celebrity. If a celebrity like Norman Cook or anybody listened to the show, I'd understand why. It's an excellently curated show. You know how I know? You're here, right? Luxo. Hello, Lux. You good? Oh, Lorenzo. Hello. Oh, there's a lot more people on Twitch, always. We did a jazz show yesterday. There were like over 100 people throughout the entire night. I mean, it's an honor, right? It's always an honor when an artist visits, pays attention. You know, we get rated by the Needle Drop, Anthony Fantano, regularly. He listens and makes me happy. He knows a thing or two. But I don't do it so that Anthony Fantano will like it. You know what I mean? That's not why I do it. This whole Twitch DJ thing is still very much an underground scene. Yeah. Will it explode? I think it can. I think it will. You're seeing, you know, more people trying to make deals with the labels. It's, you know, it's being discussed a whole lot more. And the battleground isn't the listener anymore. It's not us who play the music. I mean, I bought the music, right? So this stuff will get worked out, and my feeling is that once they see that, this type of radio show will get bigger. Well, the magic of it's, yeah, I mean, it's still kind of like our little secret. Yeah. It's our little secret. It's the thing that nobody really knows about. Your stockbroker friend won't know about it. You know what I'm saying? But I do think that this format, whatever music you decide to listen to, wherever it is that's broadcasting, I think the format is too good and too dynamic to go away. So. We'll keep doing this social radio thing. I don't think anybody lost video, homie. Should be there. I'm looking at the video right now. It's working, man. And only real art and music fans would appreciate it. It's not for everybody. That's correct too, V-Rod. It is. It's... I'm not trying to create programming for everybody. I'm not. You know, I'm very aware of the fact that only the real music nerds are going to like what we do here. You know? It's for people who like digging deeper. People who like the experience of discovering something new. You know? Those types of people that go to the new restaurants, they always try new things. That sense of adventure. This is the last track on the record. If you liked it, give the video a like on YouTube. Make sure that you come join us on Twitch. We're going to be hanging out, playing more music. V-Rod says he needs to get this LP. There you go. Why don't I put up that link for you again so that you can go buy it directly from his Bandcamp? If this stream got even just a few of you to go out and buy the record, it was worth doing. Fibbean says he knows every album's a journey, but this, some are bigger than others. He feels, you know, the breadth of this record. Yeah, well, it's precisely because it's offering different textures. It's not just the same thing. There's more to think on. There's more to chew on. The space in which the music is occupying, it's differently. The space is being used differently, so your brain chemistry adjusts. So you see, we're talking more chill now. Music, man. The power of music. Did you know that music soothes beastly savages? Did you know that? We're going to get into some Jean-Michel Jarre after this. If you're enjoying the show, once this is over, we're going to keep broadcasting on Twitchland and playing Jean-Michel Jarre. That was fantastic. YouTube, I'm happy to see you. Facebook, happy to connect with you. Tune in tomorrow if you want to catch another Old Man. We will do Old Man Listens to Judas Priest, Invincible Shield. It's the new Judas Priest record. If you just give me 1 second, I'll even get you a link for it, okay? So, yeah. Tomorrow, Old Man Listens to Judas Priest. Bye-bye, YouTube. Bye-bye, Facebook.